Hey YouTube, it's me, King Nazaru. So, I was on DeviantArt, and I just submitted this little meme I created, uh, and it kind of involved making fun of Naruto, because, for those who don't know, I'm I'm no longer a fan of Naruto because of just how crappy it's gotten with its plot holes, stagnant character development, characters being complete assholes, things like that. So uh, I submitted that on DeviantArt, and a lot of people thought it was funny. And one person in particular started talking to me about it, and but why I have defected from being a Naruto fan to uh, being a being a fan who is completely disappointed and wants nothing to do with Naruto. And when we were having that conversation, I believe she wanted to know, uh, what did I think it was possible? Or was it necessary? No, would it be a good idea if Naruto got a reboot and just fix all the problems that it had with it, such as the flashbacks and whatnot? And I honestly gotta say, I'm not too sure about that. I'm kind of leaning towards no, because a reboot, here's how a reboot works. A reboot generally works that you take the original concept of the idea and you try to tell it differently and try to explore new things about it, such as The Amazing Spider-Man, where it retold the origin story but also did things differently, as opposed to the original Raimi films. They show things like Peter actually displaying his intelligence. He's Oscorp as being the source of all his villains, and Peter actually being somewhat directly responsible or indirectly responsible for the creation of some of his enemies. Now, I felt that was pretty interesting, and why I like the Amazing Spider. One of the many reasons I like the Amazing Spider-Man more than the Raimi films. That's kind of how a reboot works. Now with Naruto, with Masashi Kishimoto, he's not really all that great a writer, as is pretty much evidence can see. The reason why some of the things he did appeared good at the time was because he was kind of taking stuff from other people's manga, such as from Akira Toriyama's Dragon Ball, Hunter x Hunter, uh, let's see, and even his own brother's series, O Part 666. And if you don't believe me, there's things like the Nine Tails Chakra, harming the user, all the while augmenting their strength, kind of like the Kaioken from Dragon Ball with Goku. Uh, the tuning exams was kind of similar to an event in Hunter x Hunter, and OPAR 666 had the organization hunting down people who possess demon powers to use them as weapons. Amaterasu, that was in OPAR 666 first, that sort of thing. So I don't. So when Masashi Kishimoto stopped copying off other people, his works just started to deteriorate, and and we got all the problems that were there. So honestly, the reason why it can't work is because Masashi Kishimoto is not all that great a writer, and also because he lacks the innovation and imagination to come up with new ideas with Naruto to take him in whatever direction they need to be fixed. Now, could he? Now, it would probably help if he did do a reboot and fixed all the problems, but honestly, he probably can because he doesn't know how to write well. Or at least that's how I think. If you people think that Naruto is a great story, full of great characters and whatnot, then go ahead, enjoy it all if you want it. So, but I digress. Altogether, I just say no. No, there's no point in rebooting Naruto. It should just end. It should just end when it's about to end, and just run its course. And odds are it's probably going to be forgotten in a few years, probably a decade or two. And if it does get looked back upon, it probably won't be as remembered fondly as it once was back when it at the peak of its hype. But that does bring an interesting idea. Why don't you guys tell me in the comments section what you think? Tell me, do you think that Naruto should get rebooted, and if so, how do you think Masashi Kishimoto should handle it? I'm really interested in hearing your thoughts.